Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have come with a new lesson today and I am going to be talking about Microsoft Excel. So Microsoft Excel is so important in that it helps us to organize our files and documents, and it makes it easier for us to manage, especially the complex documents. So then an example of these documents can actually be the report cards, name them. So today I'm going to introduce you to Microsoft Excel so that we get familiar and we actually know what we are dealing with, so that next time when we come back with an illustration on how to compute data into the Microsoft Excel, we are able to know that when we say this, we are actually meaning this particular thing. So when we want to get Microsoft Excel, you simply come to the start icon and you tap on that. So here we are able to see we have our Excel right there. So you tap on that, you double click, then the Excel sheets has been spread. So we have you can tap on that blank. So as the Microsoft Word, we have the pages. So here is what we refer to as the sheets in Excel. So the whole Excel thing gives us a workbook. So this is like we are dealing in a workbook. Now you come to sheets. Sheets are these very many columns and rows you're able to see, because it is what consists, it is what is the columns and rows is what makes a sheet. So you can actually add this sheet by tapping on this plus sign. There you are able to see that I'm able to add more sheets. So this Microsoft Excel consists of a sheet, as I said, and these sheets are composed of row and column. So in this particular row and column, where the row and column meets, gives us what we call a cell. For instance, there is this is what I'm referring to as a cell. So like the rows are labeled or named as the numbers, like from 1 up to wherever. Then the columns are named in the alphabetical letters. So those are the simple things I can tell you. So now let's say here is the cell. So what is the name of that cell? How are you able to identify that cell? So this cell is D2. Why? Because it is in column D and it is in row 2. So that is how we name our cells, and we actually identify. So another thing is I want to show you people, like you see there is that space, as you can see, that D2, it is called the name box. So that name box actually show us the active cell. What do I mean by saying an active cell? An active cell is that cell, that particular cell you are inputting or computing your particular data. Like for instance, it's showing D2. So we are able to see that the D2 is right there, and that's why it is being seen here as D2. So that means our active cell right now is D2. Then we also have the formula bar. which is right here. So this is where you actually, this is where your functions are able to be shown. Like if you have any input here, for instance, let's do this. And remember, for any function you start with an equal sign. So as you can see, an equal sign of d. Remember, here in cells, in Excel, we use the functions, not, okay, what I'm trying to mean is when you're trying to refer to something. So as I am showing you people, like you always have to first start with the equal sign. So like this, I'm just going to use this as an illustration. We have A1 plus B1. So we can see that it's 0. So why is it 0? Because there is nothing in our A1. As you can see here, there is nothing in our A1 and there is nothing in our B1. So that is like how Excel actually makes it simpler for us. So with that, another term that I want us to get used to is the range. The range is just it is just the group of cells. So for instance, if you put here your cursor and you drag like that, you bring it at the corner, that right corner, then you're able to add. So that means that group of cells is what we call a range. So with these few explanations, I hope we are good to go. And for our next video, I am going to show you how to compute your data, how to enter your data. I'll come with an illustration and we shall do it all together. Then we learn how to use the Microsoft Excel. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.